What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin, and today we are headed back to the service center for that guy right there. That guy, right? We have received that same error message about the suspension, and this is after we got the rear steering actuator replaced. Now, when I did get this error message, I checked and made sure that the rear wheels are steering, and they are steering. So I don't know what's causing this error. I'll put up the photos again. It is not a copy and paste or anything. I'll even put the timestamp. I'm not making this up. It just seems like I'm having such bad luck with Tesla vehicles that cost over 80,000 bucks. I don't know, because Model Y right here, not a perfect car, but all the issues that have occurred have been resolved, and no more issues. Model 3 that we had, no freaking issues. I don't know what it is. The more expensive the Tesla is for us, I guess, the more issues. I don't know. But like I did with the first Model X, I'm going to be patient with the first Cybertruck, hopefully the last. I don't have to go through the buyback process, because I really do like this vehicle to replace our Model X. I really do. So that's what we're going to be doing today. You know, when the error was popping up, the adaptive suspension is really disabled, and I got to feel what this truck really is without that adaptive suspension. Oh man, I felt everything, even worse than the Model Y performance suspension. It's like there was no suspension at all. Like, I felt everything. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so they did send out a notification, and it said we may not be eligible for a loaner. So I'm not sure about that, but I think it's just a default notification. But regardless, I mean, that's another thing. Like, I don't want to give up the Model Y yet, just in case. So hopefully they do have a loaner for us, because according to that estimate notification, they're going to be keeping it for 2 or 3 days. So let's see what they find. More than likely, they're just going to run diagnostics as soon as it hits their geofence. I wish they could just run it when it's not in their possession. But I think for this type of issues, they don't want to run diagnostics and figure out there's something bad and you shouldn't be driving it. So now they're going to have to pay for a tow truck or something. I don't know. I'm only guessing. So they'd rather have me just drive it without knowing anything for liability purposes, or I don't know. But yeah, so I'm a bit curious. This is always going to be a learning lesson for me, and hopefully for you all. That's why I'm doing these videos. Crossing my fingers, and hopefully we can figure out what's going on. But because of the truck being in and out of service, I have all these accessory videos that I'm supposed to be doing, but I can't because the truck is not in my possession. And the other thing that sucks is I just can't drive this truck. We have free supercharging. Man, you are killing me with these days I don't have it. I'm missing out on the free supercharging, y'all. All right, we are dropping off the Cybertruck. Check out this Model X wrap, pretty nice. But yeah, there is also a few Cybertrucks at the service parking lot, a black one and a non-wrapped one. But oh, my frunk is about to open. But yeah, I saw Ace. Shout out to Ace. He is going to be contacting me once they get the Model Y for demo drives, because I'm actually curious about that. So hopefully they get that in soon so I could check it out. Hopefully a long range, not a standard range. And I'm still curious about what they're going to do with the Model Y Juniper Performance. But we are getting a Model X loaner. We're going to be checking it out. I don't know how Abby's going to feel about this Model X. She's going to probably miss the Model X. But yeah. Well, there goes the 5-seater Model X that we were supposed to get as a loaner, but as soon as we walked in, Dang, it smelled like smoke and being covered up by a lot of cologne. Which one of y'all borrowed this X and smoked out in there? Come on, be honest, which one? But too bad. It was a 5-seater Model X, and I wanted to take a closer look at it because just in case we do go back to a Model X, that is the one that we would be really be interested in, not the 6 or the 7-seater or the Plaid again. But they are taking my truck to the back now. But we are gonna get a red Model Y, I believe, and we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, so shout out to Ignacio, aka Nacho. He recognized me as soon as I walked in. He's like, Sherwin. I'm like, what's up, man? So he was there when I did the Rivian demo drive. If you haven't seen that video, please check it out. But I was chatting with him over there. But he was at Rivian. Now he's back with Tesla. So he is my advisor at the moment for this issue. And he's going to keep tabs on any updates and let me know what's up. I did ask him about remote diagnostics, checking the car out while it's not in the geofence, because I've seen some posts about people saying, oh, they could do a remote diagnostic. It doesn't have to be in the geofence. So apparently the most they could do when it's not in their geofence property is just read the error codes. They can't do anything more advanced beyond that. So yes, they can do some kind of, it's not even diagnostics, because all they could do is just see error messages remotely. So yes, that is true. They can do it when it's not inside their property, but very limited. So it's interesting information. So I try to learn every time I come up in here and try to share some information with you all. All right, so this is a March 2021 build. I believe this is a long range, but this is the original red color. It's not the ultra red. This is the same year as our first Model Y, but with our 7-seater. And this is the color that I actually wanted my Model Y to come in, but I didn't want to pay the extra $2,000 because I'd rather spend that on a wrap. And it looks like this loaner was either a trade-in or a buyback, because look, this is not a stock logo. But we are here, we are just charging. We got here at 49% state of charge. I think Abby has to run some errands, so we're taking advantage of the free supercharging. You know, one thing I noticed, the trunk, when it closes, it's pretty loud. And oh my goodness, check out the gap on this bad boy. I could put my pinky in here, dude. Oh my goodness, look how, man, talk about panel gap. My good, that is monstrous. Is that a word? Oh dang, I could put my pinky in there. Look. Oh my god. That's hilarious. I've never seen it that bad. Yikes. That's funny. Yeah, so we had to get a Model Y instead of the Model X because the condition of that loaner. Come on. If you get a loaner, a Tesla loaner, please just take care of it. Just because it ain't yours doesn't mean you have to take care of it. Because what happens is Tesla doesn't really clean it. And the next person who gets it is going to be stuck with your, I don't know, irresponsibilities, or I don't know what the word is. It sucks, man. Come on, we're all a community here. So if you get a Tesla loaner, just treat it like your own. Because the next person is going to, if you're gonna smoke too, come on, man. Don't overspray the Dracar on there. We knew you smoke, whoever you were. We could have had a Model X, but you smoked in it and tried to cover it up with Dracar or CK1 or what, Cool Water. I don't know what cologne that was, but yeah, we could still smell it. All right, we are gonna go pick up the Cybertruck. Some good news. They say that it's related to software and that the firmware patch is going to be coming out, so they are aware of the issue, but we'll go over the invoice and everything, but we're on our way. to go pick up the truck. All right, we're gonna go over the invoice. So pretty much same notification alert as the last time it was in service, and I gave them the timestamp. So technician test drove and verified no alerts present at this time. Of course, technician reviewed alerts at timestamp provided by customer and found the alerts for front right damper valve. So it is a known software characteristics. Found vehicle has a new update ready for install. So it did have a pending install, and unfortunately that update does not have the fix, but they are aware of the issue and it will be in a future firmware update. So I wanted to just make sure that the issue is not hardware related. So this time they did find it to be software related, and unlike before with the Model X Plaid, I just let months go by with just ignoring the errors and stuff. I'm not gonna do that with the Cybertruck. So with any of these errors, I'm gonna go bring it in just so that it's on record that I have a service history for it, because they charged us $9,700 for 12,500 miles of use. So at least service history right off the bat, they know when the problem started occurring. If that's a big if it leads to another buyback. But I really hope it doesn't, because I really think this is a good replacement for the Model X for us. So I'm hoping it works out. But just like the first Model X, as I mentioned before, I'm going to be a little bit more patient with this one being the first Cybertruck. So hopefully everything works out. They release that patch and we don't see any more issues. Crossing my fingers. Yeah, so I'm happy. I really am relieved and happy, because it is not a hardware related issue again. Yes. So that's pretty much about it. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you haven't watched the first time the Cybertruck was at service, where they actually did find some hardware faults, go check it out.